All right, so today we're diving deep into something I think we can all relate to. Creating a morning routine that doesn't just look good on paper, but actually sets us up for a good day.
Absolutely, because mornings, they really do set the tone, don't they?
Totally. And there's a ton of advice out there, some of it helpful, some of it, well, not so much. We've gone through a bunch of different sources, articles, books, even listened to some podcasts, and we're here to break down what really works.
Yeah, because let's be real, who has time for a 3-hour morning routine that involves a personal chef and a team of motivational gurus?
Right, not me. So, one thing that kept popping up, consistency is key, like waking up at the same time every day, even weekends.
Yeah, that one's huge. And, there's actually some serious science behind it. It all comes down to our circadian rhythm, that internal clock that tells our bodies when to sleep, wake up, all that good stuff.
Okay, so I'm picturing like a clock ticking away, keeping everything in sync. What happens when we throw it off by sleeping in on weekends?
Well, imagine it like this. You're basically giving your body jet lag, but like every weekend. Oh,
No thanks. Okay, so consistent sleep schedule, got it. What else did these sources emphasize?
making time for yourself before the day's craziness begins. It doesn't have to be anything elaborate. Even just a few minutes of me time can make a world of difference.
I'm all about me time, but honestly, sometimes just hitting snooze feels like a victory. What are some things people can realistically do?
Right, I hear you. It really depends on what works best for you. Some people swear by a quick morning workout. Others, like me, find that even 5 minutes of meditation can really center them.
Okay, I can see that. Just a few minutes to breathe and clear your head.
Exactly. And you know what else can be really powerful? Journaling. Just jotting down whatever's on your mind, even if it's just a few sentences. Gets those thoughts out of your head and onto paper.
Love that. It's like a brain dump before the day even starts. Okay, now on to something I have mixed feelings about planning.
Ah, yes, the dreaded to-do list.
It can feel overwhelming, especially first thing in the morning. But one of the sources mentioned that it's not about creating a rigid schedule for the entire day. It's more about a loose plan, identifying maybe your top two or three priorities.
Yes,
Yep.
exactly that. I think it's easy to fall into the trap of wanting to accomplish everything at once. But by prioritizing, it's like you're giving your brain permission to focus on what truly matters.
It's like setting intentions for the day rather than, going into a frenzy.
Exactly.
Okay, this next one is a no-brainer for me.
Hmm.
A good breakfast. And I'm not talking just a granola bar on the go. I'm talking a real sit down, fuel your body kind of breakfast.
Yes, 100%. Because breakfast really is the most important meal of the day. It's not just a saying. It literally gives your brain and your body the energy it needs to function. And you know what happens when we skip breakfast?
Mid-morning energy crash.
Oh, you know it. Plus, when your blood sugar is stable, you're more focused, you're less likely to make impulsive decisions, just in a better mood overall, right?
Right. Absolutely. Okay, last but not least, something I think we can both get behind. Putting those phones down at least first thing in the morning.
Yes. Digital detox, even if it's just for a few minutes.
Hmm.
That constant scrolling can wait. It's not going anywhere.
So true.
Yeah.
And there's actually a scientific reason to be mindful of our screen time, especially in the mornings.
Right. Blue light, it's a
Yeah.
real thing, and it messes with our sleep-wake cycle.
Yeah, blue light from our phones, our tablets, even our laptops. It signals to our brain that it's time to be awake.
And that can make it harder to fall asleep at night.
It's like hitting the snooze button on a good night's sleep. So to wrap things up, I think the biggest takeaway here is that a successful morning routine isn't about adding more to our already overflowing plates. It's about being intentional with the time we have, starting with a consistent sleep schedule, carving out some me time, maybe doing a little planning, fueling our bodies with a nutritious breakfast, and yes, putting those phones down at least for a little bit.
Love it. And, it's not about being perfect every single morning. It's about finding what works for you and making small, sustainable changes over time.
Absolutely. And it's really cool. These small tweaks to our morning routine, they can have a ripple effect throughout our entire day. It makes you wonder how much more productive, creative, even just happier could we be if we started our mornings off right. Something to think about as you experiment and find what works best for you.